Hello everyone. For this magic card trick tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 different ways on how to control a selected card to the top of a regular deck of cards, okay? And I'll show you the 3 different ways and then I'll explain them later on in the video in the same order that I show you here, okay? And the first method does kind of use a waterfall, but I'll also show you how to do it without a waterfall just in case if you can't do that move as well, okay? So just stay tuned and watch for the tutorial after I show you the 3 different methods, okay? So the first method, I'm gonna go through the cards like this. I'm gonna have a spectator just tell me when to stop, and they can stop me at any time. They say stop right there. I'm gonna square these cards up. Look at the card that they stopped me at. Let's say they stopped me at the 2 of clubs. Take the 2 of clubs, place it in the middle of this stack of cards, and then place those cards in the middle of this stack of cards, okay? Give the cards a shuffle, losing the card somewhere in the deck, but of course, you know the 2 of clubs is on top of the deck, okay? Now the second method, I'm gonna take the 2 of clubs and I'm gonna place it somewhere in the middle of the deck, completely losing it in the cards, okay? I don't know where it's gonna be, completely gone in the middle of the deck of cards, okay? I'll give the deck a few cuts, give them another shuffle, and boom, the 2 of clubs is still on top, okay? That was method number 2. Now the third method also involves a waterfall, and I'll show you how to do it without a waterfall. I'm gonna waterfall, I'm gonna go through the cards, and I'm gonna have the spectator tell me when to stop, and they can stop me at any time. Let's say they stop me right here. Take the 2 of clubs, place it right there on top of that stack. Now they could have stopped me, or they stopped me at the 3 of clubs. I can take the 3 of clubs, put it on top of this stack, and then just go ahead and look through the cards and look for a 3 of clubs. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take their card, place it in the middle of this pile, place these in the middle of that pile, completely losing the 2 of clubs, but of course, you know it's on top, okay? And that's 3 different ways on how to control a selected card to the top of a deck with a regular deck of cards. Now, before I show you, please like this video, subscribe too if you haven't already. It really helps the channel out and I appreciate it. All right, so the first method, and we'll just use a different card than the 2 of clubs. You're just waterfalling or just getting to a point in the deck. And if you can't waterfall, you can just riffle through with your left thumb. This is my left hand, this is my right hand. Riffle through the cards and just say, tell me when to stop at any point in time, okay? They'll tell you when to stop. You pretend like you're squaring these cards up, and while you're doing that, you're gonna flick down 2 cards with your left hand, okay? So you look like you're only flicking 1 down, but you're flicking 2 cards, okay? And then with your right hand, this stack of cards, you're just letting gravity do all the work for you, okay? It's kind of a reverse double lift kind of thing, okay? So I kind of call it a riffle double. You let those 2 cards, they just drop. And if you just keep this stack with your right hand at an angle, there won't be enough friction to separate those cards, okay? So you're just pivoting these down, you're just showing what card it is, the 3 of hearts, and then just pushing these back up, okay? Now since that was a double, they saw the 3 of hearts, but there's a different card right here, okay? That's Queen of Spades. It'll be something different every time, okay? You just take that card, and then with your right hand, you can riffle down, or you can just take this card and place it just in the middle of this stack of cards. It doesn't matter because it's not the 3 of hearts, it's just some other card. And then you take these cards and just place them in the middle, and your 3 of hearts is now on top of the deck. And then I always give another riffle shuffle after I do that, and just keep the 3 of hearts on top, okay? So I always just riffle and then just keep these cards in with my right hand and just shuffle those last. So that'll keep the 3 of hearts on top, and that's the same move kind of every time, okay? So that was the first method. It's just kind of a riffle double. They just tell you when to stop. You pretend like you're squaring these cards up. While you're doing that, you're just flicking down with your left hand 2 cards. Let gravity do the work, keeping these at an angle, and then taking this top card, placing it in the middle, and then these in this middle here, and then boom, you're on top, okay? Now the second method It's kind of standard what I just show in my tutorials. You just take the selected card, say you're going to place it in the middle of the deck, push it in, and as keep it out, you know, 1/4 of an inch out of the deck, okay? It's somewhere in the middle. And then just that last push to put it in the deck, you just push down with your thumb, pushing it in, and that'll give you an automatic break, and you're holding the break with the palm of your hand and your pinky, okay? This is my left hand, okay? There's the break. Their selected card is on the top of this bottom stack here, and so I'll take half this top stack, cut it on the table, okay? Just looks like I'm giving the deck a few cuts, and then the second cut, I cut right at this break, place these on the table, and then that's their card right here, and so you just complete the cut, and their card is on top, okay? And so you can give it a riffle after you've cut, keep these cards last, riffle, shuffle, their cards on top, okay? Now the third and final way of doing it, you can do another waterfall, okay? Have the spectator tell you when to stop. They say stop, it doesn't matter where they stop you at. You have them place their selected card on top of this deck, and then you come up with some story because you want to show this 2 of hearts and you're doing the slide move, okay? And the slide move, so you have the 3 of clubs, the slide move is just with these left fingers, you're pulling off 1 card off the top of this stack of your right hand, okay? And then putting it on top of this stack, okay? So this is the slide move. That's what you're doing, just putting 1 card over here. And so that's when I come up with the story. If I have them put their card here, I'll get ready to do the slide move here. Say, okay, normally what I would do is I would look at this card, the 2 of hearts, and just put these cards on top. Then I'd be able to find your card just by looking for the 2 of hearts. I did the slide move. Now there's a card here on top of their selected card, and then you can just put this in the middle here, in the middle of the deck, their cards on top, and then just, you know, finish with a riffle, and that's it, okay? So the slide move one more time, and then if you can't do a waterfall, you just say, tell me when to stop. They say stop right there, or wherever, it doesn't matter, okay? Stop somewhere in the middle, place their card here. You know, you stop me right here at the ace of spades. I'm doing the slide move again, just taking that top card off of this stack, placing it on this stack here. Stop me at the ace of spades. Normally I'd look at it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you take that card, just put it somewhere in the middle of these cards here. It doesn't matter because it's not their card. And then put those in here, and that's their card, okay? And that's 3 ways on how to control a selected card to a top of the deck of a regular deck of cards. Please let me know what you think. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Until next time.